black guy. Hello, how may I help you?
Hey, Habibi, look, my hang low ain't working like it's supposed to. You got any of them sex pills?
May I randomly suggest one of these generic products?
Nah.
You should take the A game, little bro.
Bling bling for the ding ding.
Nah.
You shouldn't be taking that poison, little bro. Here, try one of mine.
Yes, right.
A game will make a girl give you her credit card number.
It is very true.
Plus, it's an all-natural solution for men. Not like these gas station pills gonna make your manhood shrivel up and fall off.
Oh my golly, he's right. A-game is an all-natural solution for men. And you take it and it give you energy and libido and your vitality will be out the roof.
I feel it kicking in already. I'm gonna go home and show my girl.
Okay, but don't forget to drink 16 to 32 ounces of water.
Hey, baby.
Ooh, look who brought their A game.
And that A is for apocalypse.
Cause I'm about to blow your back up.
Ooh, I love it when you bring your...
What's going on, world? DS1 Ross, and we back here on SHEEPSTAYSLEEPTV. Shout out to everybody who support the platform. Much love. Shout out to all of the visionaries. Salute to the A-Game Nation, and we back with another video. Now, in this video, this is mind-blowing that I'm bringing this video to you guys just a few hours after I did my show. We get the bad news that our brother Michael K. Williams overdosed. Rest in peace to Michael K. Williams. Great brother, man. He not only was a great talent, but he was a good person. You know, a lot of people from my neighborhood was posting a lot of pictures. He used to come through my block a lot. He used to spend a lot of time with the children and just talk to the young dudes. He was a cool guy. No security, nothing. He just would just walk around, you know, because he's a Brooklyn dude. He's from Brooklyn. You know, so Michael K. Williams, he was a good dude. You know, everybody who spoke about him on Instagram, all of the other celebrities and things like that, they all said that he was a very cool guy. He just had a great spirit, you know. And it was very interesting how they were saying how cool he was and how he was able to play such, you know, violent roles and things like that, because he really was a cool guy. And what's still so shocking to me is how I just did the video speaking on Fuquan Johnson and black men, drugs, and the entertainment world, you know, Hollywood. And a couple of hours later, man, we lose our brother Michael K. Williams to the same thing. Now, as I read in the report, and make sure y'all go and check that video out. It will be linked to this video. But I spoke on how they were saying that Fuquan Johnson's cocaine that him and 3 other people, you know, were indulging in, they said it was laced with fentanyl. And they also stated how fentanyl is 100 times more potent than heroin. Now, from this article in the New York Post, which I will get to in a minute, it says that Michael K. Williams he overdosed on heroin. He OD'd on heroin. Now, I don't know if a lot of you guys knew, but Michael K. Williams has been struggling with his heroin addiction for years. And reading this article really taught me a lot about what goes on with black men drugs, and the entertainment world. And how all those things are synonymous, and how a lot of times drugs be our downfall in Hollywood as black men. Or they use drugs to frame us. Look at what they did to DMX, rest in peace. For years, everybody just thought DMX was the worst kind of guy, that he just could not stay off of drugs, until you found out why he was on drugs, what he been through in his life, what he was going through in the industry. You see? See, when you fighting demons, when you're fighting demons, this is why these execs, these Zionist execs that run Hollywood, this is why they send their flunkies, because that's how they look at them. But of course, to us, they're millionaire CEOs and things like that. But the reason why they send those people out to the hood is because they know that the men there are practicing the lost value system. They know that the black men in the hood are practicing the lost value system. They know that those men are living a lie. There's no truth. They know that those men don't care about their health because they're already eating bad food and experiencing a bunch of trauma on a daily basis. They just trying to make some money to get out of that. You see? These people know where to go because they know that internally, those black men coming from those environments are destroyed. They know that. They know that those black men are broken. But they also know that that's where the talent is, the real talent. Because they sit there and they watch us use our talent to create opportunities to get out of the hood. They know the elite talent is there. The elite talent is nowhere else. The elite talent is in the hood. The elite actors, the elite ball players, football players, baseball players, all come from the ghettos. Those men are spiritually compromised. Those men are health. They're dealing with poor health conditions. They're dealing with mental illness. They come from a horrible family. They come from a horrible family. So there's no loving support. They don't know what it is to be loved. This is why a lot of our brothers get up in Hollywood and get caught up with these women, and they end up taking everything because you think these women love you, because you don't come from love, because you don't come from a family, a functional family. You see, we're willing to take on the image or the appearance that these record labels give us. We're willing to play the roles of wearing dresses and all of these things for money because what? We don't have an identity. So we don't understand the importance of appearance and how we are projecting ourselves to the world because we already feel like shit. We already think that we're not shit. So why not appear to the world as that? Long as I'm getting paid. You see? This is why They know that they can get us in this entertainment world and do what they do to us, brothers. It is because internally we are compromised. We are practicing a lost value system because there's no value in us. You see, we might have some, valuable possessions, but where's the value within? You see, this is why it's called the lost value system, because black men have truly lost their intrinsic value, which is those internal 5 values, which is the spiritual value, which they tell you to be void of, which is the health component, the health value, which I already shared with y'all. I didn't even know that depression was a mental illness. I thought depression was some shit that we just experience, like it's part of life. I didn't know that being depressed is a problem. I didn't know. So health, all aspects of health, your mental and your physical health, has been compromised. Your family has been compromised. Your appearance has been compromised. Your dwelling, there's no peace. There's only chaos. There's only chaos where you live. There's only disorder and disruption where you live. So they understand that the men there, the black men there in the ghettos, are practicing this lost value system. So it's easy to come in and offer a young man who's a dancer or a rapper or a ball player a couple grand to sell his goddamn life away. And we don't understand that this is what we're actually doing. We don't understand this, but this is what we're actually doing. You see, we're putting ourselves back onto the plantation. You see, when we practice this lost value system, and when we allow ourselves to be taken and moved around any which way. See, Michael K. Williams, he come from the hood. He come from nothing. And he grew up in a time where talent is what got you out the hood. Having talent granted you more opportunity. He was a dancer. He was a great talent. But you have to understand, brothers, what happens to us when we get up in this world. And you have to understand what rules that world. What rules that world, what's valued in that world, is the fact that you have no value. You see? That's what they want you to continue to promote, that black men have no value. You'll never have no value. All you'll have is some money. And when a lot of brothers get up in this industry and they realize that they're not of value, they're just slaves. A lot of these guys, man, they turn to drugs because it's like, damn, it feel like I'm back in the hood again. I don't know what to do. I don't know where to go. You see? And it is because you're practicing a lost value system. You're practicing a system that has no value. This is why you feel empty. This is why a lot of black men in the industry, they feel empty. This is why a lot of black men, when they become successful to a certain extent, you start to hear them preach in their message that it's not about money. It's not about material. It's not about fame. What do you hear them speaking about? It's about your family. It's about being healthy. It's about having good people around you. See, you start hearing this because they understand the importance of actually having value. Once they realize that they've been treated like a piece of garbage. When they realize that they're nothing but slaves, corporate slaves. They realize, oh, I've been practicing a lost value system. I need to make myself valuable again. So what's the first thing you hear these rappers say? They went and found God, spiritual value. Spiritual value. I had to go get in shape. I had to go see a therapist. They wouldn't got their health together. They got their family working for them now. They got rid of all those other corporate slaves and do boys, and they hired their family because they understand legacy, and they hired people around them that they could trust. Because remember this, trust builds trust, because trust builds trust. Don't let that go over your head. And they begin to appear different. Their music change. Their music change. Jeezy don't rap about the same things. Rick Ross don't rap about the same things. Jay-Z don't rap about the same things. Their appearance changed because they understand the importance of projecting who they really are. And they want other black men to receive that energy and build off of that, and not build off of them being some fake ass rapper when they ain't nothing but slaves. You see? So let's get to this article. I just had to lay the groundwork for this because a lot of brothers think that when we're talking about this entertainment industry and what it does to black men, y'all think it's some conspiracy shit. When we just had two black men, stars, die back to back from the same shit. Man, let's get to the article. Let's get to the article. So I'm going to share my screen with y'all. Make sure y'all like and share the video. Make sure y'all like and share the video. It says The Wire actor Michael K. Williams found dead in New York City apartment. Michael K. Williams, who portrayed a notorious stick-up man, Omar Little, on The Wire, was found dead of a suspected heroin overdose in his Brooklyn penthouse Monday afternoon, law enforcement sources told the Post. So he died from a supposed heroin overdose. The next day, after Fuquan Johnson was found dead from laced cocaine overdose. Pay attention to this story, y'all. Because black men, entertainment, and drugs, and us dying from drugs, that shit is very common. But y'all think it's a conspiracy theory. That's cool. But these are facts. This is not me. I'm reading y'all the article. These are facts, man. Black men and drugs in this entertainment world is real. It's real. Williams, 54, man, was 54 years old. He's dead at 54. We just was talking about, shout out to the A Game Nation, we just was speaking about how the black man's life expectancy rate just dropped 3 to 4 more years due to C-19. Now you have these black men ODing, stars, celebrities, just coming out of nowhere ODing. You got 2 back to back. Let's see if any more happen. I'm paying attention, y'all. I hope y'all are. Williams, 54, was discovered face down and unresponsive in the dining room of his luxury Williamsburg pad with what appeared to be heroin on the kitchen table, sources said. A relative of the Emmy-winning actor told him Friday him and Williams was supposed to show up to an event Saturday, but never made it. The relative went to Williams' home Monday, and someone called the cops to the address 440 Kent Avenue just before 2 p.m., saying that there was a man who was unresponsive and feels cold. Look at this, man. This is crazy. So he was in the house. He was in the house probably dead for about 2 days. It says Williams, who had talked openly about his past struggles with drugs, was pronounced dead by authorities at 2:12 p.m., sources said, adding that it appeared the TV star had fatally OD'd. It was unclear how long the actor may have been dead. No foul play indicated, a police source said. No forced entry. The apartment was in order. A man sat sobbing alone at a table outside Williams' building, talking into his cell phone Monday afternoon. I found the body, the inconsolable man said on his phone, shaking with tears streaming down his face. Williams' longtime rep confirmed the actor's death in the statement. This is crazy, man. This is crazy. It was with deep sorrow that the family announces the passing of Emmy-nominated actor Michael Kenneth Williams. Spokeswoman Mariano Shafran told The Hollywood Reporter. They asked for your privacy while grieving this insurmountable loss. Cops are investigating where the drugs in Williams' home came from. Pay attention to that, because remember, and if y'all haven't yet, make sure y'all go check out part 1. Rest in peace to Fuquan. But the cops were also saying that they're going to find out where the drugs came from in the Fuquan Johnson's case and the 2 other people who died. Because remember, he was getting high with Kate Quigley, famous Hollywood person. She didn't die. So the police is going to question her because they need to find out where that cocaine came from that was laced with fentanyl. Because remember, they said in the Fuquan report that Mac Miller, his cocaine was laced with fentanyl. That's how he died. Prince, his medicine was laced with fentanyl. That's how he died. And Tom Petty. All these people were laced. So now they're suspecting that our brother Michael K. Williams was laced. And I remember I told y'all in the video that all the narcotics that's coming into the States now, even some of the marijuana, is laced with fentanyl. It's laced with fentanyl. They're using fentanyl to cut everything. In the drug game, you cut things to stretch it. You see? Before, they were using things that were much more weaker. Now they're using fentanyl because fentanyl is cheap, but it's powerful. So if you're selling narcotics, you could stretch it and you could still get the top dollar for it because the quality doesn't drop. But people die from this shit over time. But of course the dealers don't care because they're getting their money. But look how it took 2 of our brothers out. So they're trying to make this connection here. So it says, the city's medical examiner's office was at Williams' building Monday afternoon, and 8 NYPD cops, including at least 2 supervisors, were outside. See, pay attention, y'all. This is very important, man. Later in the afternoon, family and friends could be seen hugging each other as police removed bags of evidence. The East Flatbush native was also known for playing Chalky White, a bootlegger in the Prohibition era HBO series Boardwalk Empire. In The Wire, his openly gay character toted a sawed-off shotgun while walking through the mean streets of Baltimore, robbing drug dealers and whistling the tune to Elmer Fudd's A Huntin' Where We Go. Williams had said he brought his personal experiences, including his own struggles, to his roles to give the characters more nuance. Something that black men do. This is something we naturally do. This is something we naturally do. We turn our pain into profit. I use my job to engage empathy and compassion for people society might stereotype or ostracize. No one wakes up and says, I'm going to become a drug dealer or I'm going to become a stick-up kid. No. There is a series of events that makes them feel this is the only way out. Remember, I spoke on this. He's speaking on the lost value system. When black men begin to lose their value. As a black man growing up in the hood, I bear witness to some of those events. He even had the scar to prove it. The remnant of a horrific slashing from a fight outside of a bar in Queens when he was 25. You see? Williams credited the facial scar with landing him his first big acting break, which revolved around thug roles. Thug roles. They always got us in the position of playing a thug, a drug dealer, a pimp. The actor had been vocal about his own struggles with drugs through the years. So this man was already getting high before he even landed and got his big break. He was already struggling with drugs because of his life. He was already struggling with drugs. The actor had been vocal about his own struggles with drugs through the years, including during the filming of The Wire, saying that getting so into role of Little, who robs drug dealers, affected him in real life. This is something else that goes on with us in the entertainment world. A lot of us get turned out. And when I say turned out, we get turned out on these roles. If you listen to some of our, just go on YouTube and look it up. You can hear some of our brothers saying how it took them years to stop acting like the role that they played in the movie. You can go and look it up yourself. It takes some guys 6 months, a year, 2 years to stop acting like the character that they played because they're no longer on the set. But they walking around the house acting like them. This is real shit, brothers. This is not conspiracy. Okay? This is real. All you got to do is do a little research. The actor told NPR in 2016 that he once stumbled into a church in New Jersey, desperately seeking help for his addiction. This man has been struggling with drugs his whole life. And when he got in Hollywood, it made it worse. It made it worse. Why? Why did it make it worse? Because he's practicing the lost value system. It made him even more empty inside. It made him do more drugs. This is what DMX told you. Fame and money and all of that, it made him get higher. It didn't make him want to get off drugs. It made him want to stay on drugs. Fame didn't help those brothers. Fame won't help us, brothers. The lost value system will destroy us. That is what's practiced in the entertainment world. That is what's being practiced. This is why black men get on and they get higher. They do more and more drugs, more and more and more. And it's harder for them to get help. Let's continue with the story. When I came through those doors, I was broken. This is what I would say around the 3rd season of The Wire. So in the 3rd season of The Wire, now mind you, they had 5 seasons of The Wire. Omar was in all 5 of them. After season 3, he said he was done. The shit was wearing him out. So It sounds like to me, those last 2 seasons, right before he was killed off, he was probably getting high as hell. And them people didn't care. They didn't care about his mental health. They didn't care about his physical health. They didn't care. They didn't care. Because in the lost value system, no one cares about their health. I don't care about your health. We trying to get this bag. Let's get rich or die trying. Shit, I don't care what I got a contract. I get this money. I'm good. This is how Negroes think that practice this backward value system. I mean, this lost value system. Excuse me. The lost value system. When I was on drugs, I was in jeopardy of destroying everything I worked so hard for. And I came in those doors and I met a man who had never even heard of The Wire, much less watched it. He said, referring to the pastor. I wrote my full name down, Michael Kenneth Williams. And in the office, the pastor turns around and he says, so what do you want me to call? What do you want to be called, man? I said, well, you know my name is Michael, but could you call me Mike? He says, why does everybody say Omar? Omar's in trouble. And I was like, oh, this dude is clueless about the show, William said. So this man fell on his knees in a church asking for spiritual guidance to stop fighting these demons. The man had plenty money, but he knew that he was destroying himself because he didn't have no value. He needed assistance from a spiritual man. To help him heal. The actor started out as a backup dancer for Madonna and George Michael before encouraged by rapper Tupac Shakur to go into performing, excuse me. He used his eventual fame to promote social justice, becoming an ambassador for ending mass incarceration. So here it is. We got a black man from the hood. He get on, plays thug roles, blows up, fighting drugs his whole life, and then uses his fame to go against mass incarceration, which is one of our issues, core issues that black men face, that we speak about in the Black Manosphere magazine. The high incarceration rates. You want to fight against mass incarceration. Keep that in mind. He used his eventual fame to promote social justice, becoming an ambassador for ending mass incarceration for the American Civil Liberties Union in 2015. I could have I could have been Eric Garner. I could have been Michael Brown or Trayvon Martin, Williams told The Guardian, referring to 3 dead black men whose law enforcement related fatalities helped fuel the BLM movement. My goal is to end mass incarceration and to have more dialogue about how we can stop the government from filling up jails with low-level, nonviolent drug offenders and people with mental illnesses or addictions. This is big. He wanted to do this. This is what he was beginning to fight for. He found his purpose because he went and got some value. He went and understood the importance of spiritual value, of having morality, having a moral compass, having integrity, respecting yourself, having a relationship with God, beginning to pray, being more thankful. And this is why he wanted to help more people. My goal is to end mass incarceration and to have more dialogue about how we can stop the government from filling up jails with low-level, non-violent drug offenders and people with mental illnesses or addictions. Williams said, those are health issues, not criminal. This black man was about providing agency to other black men. That's dangerous when you got some money. It's dangerous. So that's the end of the article. Stop sharing my screen. So it's very important, very, very important, brothers, that we understand the 10 life values, man, and begin to put some value on our lives, brothers. And it starts from internal. It starts from the internal values. It starts from the things that we think don't matter, the things that are overlooked, like having morality, like having principles, like moving with integrity, like honoring the next brother and don't mind paying homage, like us honoring our health, our mental and physical health, us loving our families and promoting family. You see? Us being concerned with how we appear to the world as black men. Us cleaning up our households and having our households in an orderly fashion. We're not sitting here saying we're going to get it right overnight, fellas. But we have to understand that these are the things we have to begin to focus on. We have to focus on what we're worth as men, our value. And not how much something cost. You see? Because all that shit is temporary. It's temporary. When you leave a legacy, you want to make sure you leave a legacy that is valuable. So make sure y'all like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you're notified every time I drop some new content right here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV. Shout out to the visionaries. Shout out to the visionaries. Much love to the A-Game family. Salute to the A-Game nation. I'm going to catch y'all on the next video. Before we get up out of here, Rest in peace to our brother, Michael K. Williams. Salute, my brother. Rest in peace. Sleep in paradise, my brother. Catch y'all on the next video.
This is A Game. Fast acting, long lasting, with no side effects.